inevitable.
Why you don't need to watch Marvel's Doomsday and why everyone will anyway.
I told you, you're not welcome here.
Oh, Whiskey Dick of the Claws.
The only ones who gods care about.
I want to protect the people.
Come again.
I'm just not the hero type, clearly.
You already know how it ends. There will be stakes so high they feel fake. A skybeam, a multiverse tear, a last-minute save, we've seen it all before, and we're about to see it again. So why is everyone still racing to buy tickets for Marvel's Doomsday? Today, we're diving into why you don't need to watch Marvel's next big crossover event, and why you definitely still will. Number one, we've been here before, and that's the problem. The formula is so familiar, it's practically in our DNA at this point. Massive CGI armies? Check. Reality-breaking magical artifact? Check. Slow motion hero lineup? Double check. Every Marvel film since Endgame has tried to recreate that same emotional high, but Doomsday, their next tentpole, looks like the same overstuffed recipe reheated once too many times. Remember when Thanos' snap actually shocked you? Now we're seeing reality collapse twice a year across movies and Disney Plus miniseries. The stakes are so epic, they no longer matter. When death becomes reversible and timelines don't stick, why should we even care? And Doomsday, it promises the biggest threat yet. The collapse of all known realities into a single irreversible convergence event. Translation? Big explosion probably solved by friendship, a callback, or Ant-Man. Marvel fatigue is real, and it's not just the fans saying it. In 2023, the Marvels opened to the lowest MCU box office in history. Critics called it bloated, over-edited, and soulless. But what does Marvel do in response? They raise the stakes again. It's no longer about superheroes, it's about spectacle. Let's do a quick Marvel time travel. Since 2008, we've had over 30 movies, 8 Disney Plus series, 4 phases, 2 Spider-Man, and exactly 1 funeral that stuck. If you're wondering why you feel tired, that's not superhero burnout. That's narrative exhaustion. Number 2, the emotional core? Long gone. Remember when Marvel used to hurt a little? Tony Stark's final snap in Endgame wasn't just dramatic, it was earned. We followed his arc from a narcissist to a savior. It took a decade, and when he said, "I am Iron Man," it felt like the end of a myth. But in Doomsday, the emotional weight is gone because the characters have become chess pieces. The new lineup of heroes hasn't had the time or the writing to build audience investment. When they cry, we shrug. When they sacrifice, we ask, wait, who even is this guy? Take Kang, for example. Introduced as the next Thanos-level threat, his character is now in limbo due to off-screen controversies and inconsistent screen time. Can we even fear someone whose arc is still in committee? And let's talk about the jokes. It's like Marvel writes its screenplays in a group chat. Serious moment? Add a quip. Death scene? Insert sarcasm. Thor: Love and Thunder turned cancer into comedy, and somehow gave the goats more lines than the villain. Even beloved heroes like Doctor Strange or Thor are being dragged through inconsistent scripts. Multiverse of Madness turned Strange into a plot device. Love and Thunder reduced Thor to comic relief. What's next? Hawkeye the sitcom? When everything's a joke and nothing lasts longer than a Disney Plus cliffhanger, where's the heart? Marvel once knew how to build emotional moments brick by brick. Now it's all skyscraper, no foundation. Number 3, VFX is the main character now. The visuals used to enhance the story. Now they are the story, and that's not a compliment. Marvel's once praised VFX is now infamous for all the wrong reasons. By 2023, Reddit threads filled with anonymous artists sharing burnout horror stories. We had to render a 12-minute battle scene overnight with no feedback until 10 minutes before delivery. The result? a surge of rushed, weightless, plastic-looking final acts. Just look at Quantumania, an entire act set in a gray smear of pixels, or She-Hulk, where scenes were animated mid-shoot just to meet impossible deadlines. And Doomsday? It's expected to be Marvel's biggest CGI project yet. That means another third act full of digital clones battling in a dimension that looks like a lava lamp exploded. Visual fatigue is real, and when your climax feels like a PS4 cutscene on repeat, the awe turns into apathy. Marvel's growing VFX addiction has taken the place of real drama. Why write character tension when you can just flash a glowing cube? Number 4, we already know the trailer. Okay, let's play a game. Cue slow dramatic version of a classic song. A hero walks in silence. A blurry new villain says something ominous. A quick montage of explosions. A reveal of a surprise cameo. Cut to title. Sound familiar? That's every Marvel trailer for the last 5 years. Kevin Feige recently called Doomsday our boldest, most reality-bending story yet. That's code for we added more CGI and made it louder. Director Justin Benson said the final act will make Endgame look like a warm-up. But fans aren't asking for bigger, they're just asking for better. Marvel's marketing machine is elite, but it's also predictable. The Doomsday trailer hasn't even dropped and you could storyboard it already. You'll get the voiceover from someone who used to be dead, a shot of the multiverse collapsing, and probably a surprise reveal at the end. Hugh Jackman again? A resurrected Iron Man? They want the moment, not the meaning. And this kind of marketing is the film equivalent of fast food. Instant dopamine, zero nutrition. And that brings us to a serious question for the audience. We want to hear from you. Which Marvel trailer moment made you actually excited, only to disappoint you in the actual movie? Drop it in the comments. We're betting it involves a sky portal or a wasted cameo. Now, let's recap. We've got sky lasers, fake out deaths, digital armies, and the occasional emotionally vacant punch to the face. If you're feeling deja vu, that's not the multiverse. It's Marvel's algorithm at work. Number 5, cameos are currency, and it's inflated. Remember Nick Fury showing up after the credits changed the game? Now Marvel cameos are like glitter. You throw it everywhere and hope some of it sticks. From Patrick Stewart's Professor X to John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic, cameos are sold as moments of cinematic history. But in reality, most of them last 5 minutes and they die faster than your internet during a Zoom call. And Doomsday is rumored to have more cameos than any Marvel film ever. And that's not a selling point, that is a warning. Instead of tight storytelling, we're getting cameo bingo. It's a spectacle dressed as substance, and it's turning the MCU into a fanfiction generator rather than a film universe. There's a difference between look who it is and look why they matter. And Marvel seems to have forgotten that.
Support the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps more than you think.
Number 6, the multiverse is a creative trap. The multiverse was supposed to be Marvel's big unlock. Infinite timelines, infinite heroes, infinite creativity. Instead, it becomes Marvel's biggest excuse. Don't like death? Reboot it. Need a cameo? Multiverse. Want to undo a bad sequel? Easy. Blame Variant X from Earth 838. But when everything is possible, nothing feels permanent. And when consequences disappear, so does tension. Look at Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It promised to blow our minds. Instead, it barely scratched the surface. Most of the multiverse scenes felt like filters on a TikTok trend. Even Loki, the show that actually tried to make the multiverse scary, got swallowed by exposition and jargon. And Doomsday? It's going full multiversal meltdown. But at what cost? Real stakes require real rules. Marvel's multiverse doesn't have rules, it has conveniences. Number 7, Marvel is panicking quietly. Marvel isn't just expanding, it's reacting to burnout, to backlash, to bad reviews. behind the scenes, things aren't as bulletproof as the branding suggests. The Marvels opened at a franchise low. Quantumanium tanked its trilogy. Secret Invasion was critically panned. Jonathan Majors' legal troubles threw King's arc into chaos. And what's Disney doing in response? Slowing the slate, rewriting projects, canceling shows. Doomsday is being quietly reworked even as we speak. This isn't confidence, it's corporate triage. Marvel's Phase 6 is shaping up not as a victory lap, but as a lifeboat. And yet, even as the ship takes on water, tickets for Doomsday will still sell out. Why? This is a playful alternate universe. Imagine a world where no one watches Doomsday. Headlines read, "Local man finishes a book. Family spends evening without green screen explosions." But it won't happen. We're addicted to event culture. Missing Marvel's next tentpole feels like missing the Super Bowl, if the Super Bowl was 90% set up for a post-credit cameo. Number 8, the real reason everyone will watch anyway. Because Marvel isn't just a studio anymore, it's a ritual. You go because you want to be a part of something. You go because your group chat's going. You go for the post-credit scene, even if the movie was mid. I watched a fan reaction where someone cried when Hulk gave Scott Lang a taco. That's not a critique, it's connection. Marvel has built these emotional bridges even when the architecture's cracked, and Doomsday will cross one of those bridges again. And we'll follow. It's cultural FOMO dressed in superhero spandex. For all its flaws, Marvel still delivers moments. When Cap lifted Mjolnir, when Andrew Garfield caught MJ, these moments don't need perfect films. They just need perfect timing. And Doomsday will have 1, or 2, or 5. You'll roll your eyes, you'll complain on the way out, and you'll still pre-order the next one. Because Marvel has stopped being movies, it's become tradition. So, do you need to watch Marvel's Doomsday? No. But will you? Almost definitely. Because even if we know the story beat for beat, we still show up for the ride. Call it hope, call it habit, call it Marvel magic on life support. Want more truth bombs? Watch our breakdown of the MCU's most overrated moments. See you next time and stay heroic, even in fatigue.
We also ranked ultimate one-man armies. Can anyone beat John Wick? Let's find out.